Remember folks, if at first you don't succeed, try about 30 to 50 more times before you can finally get that thin paracord around this fallen dead birch. I'm going to try and pull it that direction, because otherwise it is going to fall across my driveway into my camping area and probably hit my tent. So this awful snag is what needs to go. See what we can do here once I rig up my larger toe straps. I might get the winch out and pull it that way. We'll see how she pulls over. Okay, steady as she goes. That's where we wanted it to be. That thing is actually wobbling good here. I'm probably not going to be able to bind it the way I wanted to. The good news is I think I can pull her over if I can just get the height. If I don't pull it over on my head just trying to do this. That we cinch it and we take it this way. Oh yeah, she'll pull over real nice, I think, if I don't drop it on myself trying. That might have to do it. Okay. All right, when she starts to fall, we run like hell. Right? Oh, there we go. Now we got the bite. Okay, I'm liking that. Exit path, avoid the chasms. Here we go. Okay, that wasn't quite the way I wanted it to fall, but it didn't land on me, and it didn't land on the driveway. Hey, mission solved. I just gotta clean up the mess. New problem. This giant tree has decided to cross my walking path. Normally, my walking path would be right here and that way. But we've got quite a bit of stuff that needs to move before I can make that happen. So I brought my little cutter back here thinking I could clear some small stuff before I did the big stuff. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of small stuff here that cutter's going to go through, so I'll probably work my way in here through a couple limbs and then go ahead and have to come back with a big saw and finish this out. At the very least, just get my walking path back. 5 minutes in with my little tree pruner. I forgot how handy that thing is. It goes through 8-inch logs. I can almost do this entire job with it. I certainly did some damage, taking out the pine, taking out some of these big guys. Some nice firewood in that pine, just some nice wood in general, actually. Now, over here, I took out that little guy. There's the little champion with its 8-inch pruner. I'm going to use it to take this big one, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. What the Wile E. Coyote springiness of this is, and the Wile E. Coyote springiness of that is, in regards to this branch. So We're gonna get to find out if I have an accident. I'm pretty sure that's how you create the perfect Widowmaker. I'll probably have to pull it out of there now. Well, let's see if I can do that. Okay, so I'll be able to pull it out. And now I have to keep cleaning up my mess. That's a shame. I forgot how powerful that little pole saw can be. I was able to clear the whole trail with it. Now I have a pile of wood over there. This birch is still pretty green, but there's some nice pieces in this. I might have to come back with a chainsaw and cut another chunk and throw it on that pile. But now we're clear. The only obstacle left is the pole saw itself. While I was cutting things up, I also found this really funky tripod type piece of pine. Might do something with that later. Great, trail's clear. What's next? Well, after a little conversation, it's been decided this big bad birch needs to come down. Now it's bent in such a creative way that it should drop this way. However, it's still a terrifyingly annoying tree because it's got the power line right there. It's got this wicked bend to it, and it actually leans backwards. But most of the weight should be over here. So physics says go that way, where it will proceed to go directly into those trees. I'll probably split the gap right between them instead of being over there. And hopefully I'm not terribly unlucky and crush the shed. That would be even worse. So I'm going to try and put it down over there. It's suggested to put some tension on that tree over to the birch to help influence it. We're going to get that set up and maybe fell it tonight and deal with it another day. So let's hope we don't die. Okay, this will be a great disaster or a great triumph. Either way, you're going to be witness as soon as I can find a decent place to put the camera. Perfect. Except now I gotta clean it up. That was destructive. Actually, it was rather anticlimactic. All I really need to do is hack it up and drag it to the brush heap. That was way easier than I thought. But things that worried me about this was this rot here, and this was only a matter of time upon looking at that. I'm very glad I decided to do this. And If I play my cards right and level that out, I'll have a nice chopping stump. Okay, well, you don't need to see the boring part here, so I'm going to go ahead and chop this up, call it a day. Where once a birch tree stood tall and proud, there is only firewood upon the ground. I think that's a poem.